Okay, heads, I make excuses on Twitter about how this video isn't done yet. Tails, I actually do the video for once. Oh, where'd my two-headed coin go? Hello YouTube, I'm Megumi Mary, the transgender gamer girl with a heart of gold and a love for all things nerdy. Last month, Naruto ended its 15-year run, and I know that this will leave many of us with an empty place in our hearts as we strive forward to, not even 2 weeks, freaking called it! So, the last episode of the series was none other than Naruto and Hinata's wedding. And as my OTP ship, I have to sit... Wait. When did they even get together? Really? Well, part of me is ready to be upset that this happened in a movie and not the main series. I will instead take the small victory that for once a companion movie to an anime does not have questionable canonicity. This is the last Naruto the Movie. We open with a scene where Hinata is being picked on during a snowy day. I know that this is a retcon from the scene in the show with the same event that took place, but most of the filler episodes tend to be retcons anyway, so I'll forgive it just this once. Naruto steps in to save Hinata, but the bullies are...
Future Hokage, right? You think you're so cool, wearing this ugly red scarf?
kind of a jerk to his scarf for some reason. Yeah, that'll show the scarf. We jump ahead to everyone attending the Ninja Academy when Iruka-sensei says this.
If the world were going to come to an end tomorrow, who would you like to spend your last day with?
Is this movie seriously going to pull a Majora's Mask? Naruto doesn't want to do the assignment because he claims it's stupid as Hinata writes down his name. Another jump ahead shows Naruto growing up, and then we meet our villain. He's asking for Hinata's father Hiyashi for something. Hiyashi refuses, fight ensues. A jump back to the village shows that Naruto, now that he's the big war hero, is prime choice for dating. Prime choice for dating. Yeah, I see that. But of course, there is one girl in particular who wants Naruto's attention. I want to make it clear that despite not getting into the series of Naruto until 2014, I have been a huge Naruto Hinata shipper since 2002 when the show first aired on Cartoon Network. See, I was stumbling across the channels when I saw this boy with a weird face walk past this girl who gave him some kind of ointment. And I just thought back then, wow, they'd make a really cute couple. Hinata decided to knit him a scarf as a token of her love. But as she leaves her house, she comes across her brat of a sister, taking a note from the Naruto Sakura and Naruto Sasuke shippers saying that their love will never be. So when she decided to give Naruto the scarf, he already has one and she gets shy and runs away. Meanwhile, the five Kage are talking about how the moon will fall. That's not right. That's better. If you're gonna rip off Zelda, do it right. So, we then see Hinata's bratty sister Hanabi getting abducted, while this mysterious man approaches Hinata. This man is Tomori, and he seems intent on capturing Hinata. Naruto steps in and a fight ensues. During the fight, Hinata's scarf is torn to pieces as she clings to the side of the building. And what are you doing? You're a ninja. Harness the chakra in the bottom of your feet and walk up the wall. Either step up your game, girl, or go back to the academy. In the next scene, Kakashi-sensei is sending Shikamaru, Sai, Sakura, and Naruto to find Hanabi and bring her back. Hinata is also tagging along because it's her sister and, plot. Kakashi also gives them the countdown clock for when the moon will destroy Clock Town. When pressed for why he thinks the two are related, Kakashi just says it's a hunch. But we all know the real reason is he's so awesome that even without the Sharingan, he can see through the fourth wall to see that this is an anime and nothing really happens by chance. They set out and come across a weird pond in a cave that Hinata's Byakugan can't see through. So they head in and hit these weird green balls when Naruto and Hinata start reliving parts of their past. Hinata's scarf wraps itself around Naruto, linking their memories together. Sure, whatever. Naruto begins to realize how much Hinata really cares about him, and he starts to realize how much he cares about her. But then Sakura has to ruin it by snapping him out of the trance. They continue through the cave, but once Naruto's away from Hinata, she's greeted by the Skull Kid himself, Tomari. Naruto gets a punch on him, but it's just a puppet. Wait. A puppet? Could this guy be any more of a Skull Kid? They continue looking for Hinabi as Naruto and Hinata start to flirt with each other and enjoy each other's company, and even have lunch together before they realize they need to get back to work. They come across a weird crypt and a corpse flashes a light in Hinata's eyes. Naruto sees her knitting the scarf, realizing she was making it for him, but she's becoming more isolated now. Naruto has finally had enough and decides to talk to her. This scene is beautifully animated. I mean, the movie as a whole is pretty, but the scene is gorgeous. Oh, look at it. And then we get this moment.
I love you, Hinata.
Something's up with the dogs. This moment is so amazing. It's so perfect that you can almost forget that he did this to a literal god. But of course the Skull Kid needs to separate Kaifa and Anju because he's such a miserable imp.
Hinata!
Don't cry.
Give Hinata back!
Give her back. But Hinata came to me of her own free will.
Don't cry.
My chakra!
Don't cry. Okay, time for some... Whoa. This movie really messed you up. So it turns out that the secret passageway from earlier was a way to reach the moon. And they've been on the moon this whole time. It is, after all, very pretty on the inside. The 5 nations back on Earth are trying to deal with the issue of the falling moon, but rather than having the tail beasts hold the moon up in the sky like the giants they are, they decided it would be better to just blow the whole thing up. We discover Hinata only turned herself over so that she could find her sister and destroy the Tenseigan that's causing the moon to fall. The Skull Kid here is the descendant of the Sage of Six Paths' brother, who went to live on the moon with the Gato statue. I have to say that when I was watching the backstory of Kaguya, I was wondering what happened to the Six Paths' brother, so this does give a nice sense of continuity. Hinata tries to destroy the Tenseigan, but is captured by the Skull Kid. and he's forcing her into marriage as the others show up to rescue her. Naruto breaks her out of the trance, and they destroy the Tenseigan together. But the Skull Kid decides to go through the final boss transformations to push the moon to Earth. We get a nice cameo from Kurama during this fight, but in the end the mask's power is too much for the Skull Kid, and Naruto shows mercy. On their way back, Naruto and Hinata share their first kiss, silhouetted against the moon. What is up with the dogs tonight? And I have to say, I'm going to be super jealous of Hinata's honeymoon. That was the last Naruto the Movie. Despite the parallels to a certain video game, I love it. Naruto and Hinata are my OTP ship. And this movie was done just right in my opinion. We even get a little post-credit scene with their children. Oh, it's amazing. The art is beautiful. The music complements the story well. And despite how cliche some of it is, the movie is amazing for a tie-in with an already existing franchise. Looking at you, Conqueror of Shambhala. I 100% recommend this movie if you are a fan of the series. I'm Megumi Mary. Don't stop being awesome.